dad would be very proud of me for really just, I don't know what my blush brush at, but yeah, I know my dad would be very proud of me if he was here. To just know, honestly, that I'm getting up and getting out, regardless of how I feel. He would be very proud of me. I don't know why I'm putting mascara on and I got fake eyelashes on. My lip combo is simple. I'm so happy I did bring my eyelashes kit, because I'd have been looking real rough out here for the weekend if I didn't bring it. Smile when you can. Laugh when you can laugh. I'm about to put one foot in front of the other, y'all, and tackle this day. My kids are waiting for me, y'all, and it's cold, and it's so crazy. Another thing too is that, like, with it being cold, so like, and us being on the beach, so every time the door open, Fat Daddy dresses like how I wanted to dress when I was a kid. Like, just putting this one jacket on and thinking that it's gonna be good for us. Granted, if y'all gonna watch the vlog, then you'll see why we going out for. But make a long story short, he left his jacket back home. He left his jacket back home. So I remember too, like, I would walk out the door and just have this little light jacket on. And my daddy, and I think that's why I parent from a distance too. My daddy was a distant parent, if that makes sense. So he would let me walk out the house, whatever I had on. He would let me walk out the house, and then once I learned my lesson, he would be like, "Oh, remember I told you to put that jacket on? You didn't want to listen to me. You think you wanted to be all cute. You wanted to be all this. You want to be all that." And it's like, yeah, I did, but you could at least told me to put a jacket on. So here, Fat Daddy, he walked out. He only had his little hoodie on. And I said, I told him before we left the room, I said, "Fat Daddy, put your other jacket on because it's going to be cold out there. You said you want to go to the beach and you want to sit down there. It's going to be cold." "I'll be all right, Mommy." Walked out the door. I said, "Okay." Walked out the door, y'all. You know, like, being on the beach, like, when you open the doors, like, that wind started coming in off that water. Fat Daddy literally just stood in the doorway, and he was like, "It's cold out here, Mommy." "I know. That's why I was telling you to go back and put your jacket on." But it's the same way how my dad taught me. Like, next time I tell you to put a jacket on, don't put this little light jacket on. You need to put like a real jacket on. So, and I think that's where some of my parenting discipline come in at too, because that's how my dad did it, you know. My daddy wasn't that type of person that will always be yelling, and I mean, yeah, he raised his voice and everything. He did do that, but he wasn't that type of person that would be all up. You know, he said a few times, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you're gonna have to learn your lesson. And that's how I am. Like, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you have to learn your lesson. And that's what type of parent I am. Like, I don't force my kids to do anything that they don't want to. My mom, she was the strict parent. She was the one who put me in timeout, who took away my things. My dad, on the other hand, he was he was a strict parent, but he was a strict parent from a distance. Like, oh, when I tell you to do something, if you don't do it, okay, we'll see what happens. So now having children of my own and learning this whole parenting thing, it didn't come with the rule book. It literally came with how I was raised and how Honey was raised, and we're coming together to raise our children. But one thing that we both can agree on is I will not put my hands on my children. If I could, I still wouldn't. Because I don't think that you have to whip your children in order for them to understand you. You have to be stern. Am I stern? No. Sometimes the kids look at me and they be like, yeah, okay, mommy. But Honey is more stern than I am. But like, our parenting techniques come together. Honey only got whipped one time in his entire life. Me, that's all I know. Like, that's all I know as discipline is whipping. But this is something as a parent that I'm learning. Like, I don't have to whip my children for them to understand me. I don't have to whip my children for them to say, okay, this is what I told you and I meant it. Sometimes you have to talk. Like how I go out here and I teach, as a teacher, that's what we do. We repeat ourselves over and over and over again. Why can't we repeat ourselves over and over to our children? Or if you're not even a teacher, just work related, things that we do repetitive over and over. You're doing it over and over and over. Why can't you do it to your children over and over and over? You don't have to beat them. Like, that wasn't a level of how you learn, is it? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. But I would say, like, for me, when I got whippings, did I learn my lesson? No. Let me rephrase that. Did I learn my lesson? Yes. But it wasn't until my daddy sat me down and talked to me. And that's when I started understanding. Like, stop yelling at me. You don't have to yell at me. And even now with my own kids, I talk about this all the time. Like, this is a problem. Not a problem. This is what I'm going through with my own children. I will say something and I try to be stern with them and they think I'm yelling at them. And then my downfall is, okay, just do whatever you want to do, in a sense. But it's like, and then they be like, well, mommy, I don't want you to tell me to do whatever I want you. I want you to not yell at me. But it's like, I'm not yelling at you. I'm being stern with you. You have to learn the difference. And that's something that I'm practicing myself, because I don't have to raise my voice for my kids to understand me. I can be stern with them. I can be on point with them. But taking off my belt and whipping them with knives and whipping them with tree sticks and whipping them with wires, I don't gotta do that. I don't have to do that. And to me, yes, that's trauma, but that's also in a point of way I was raised, the way I was taught. And granted, no, my mom beat me. She beat me what she needed to beat me with. But my daddy, he talked to me. He talked to me. He yelled at me. I think about it now, he yelled at me. But in regards to talking, in regards to my mama talking, her talking was more of doing it. Oh, I'm gonna get you to understand what I'm saying. And like she couldn't really explain that to me. You know what I mean? I don't know. So that's why I say, like, with my kids, I try to teach them. The one way I will not teach my children is by whipping. I take away their stuff, the electronics. Oh yeah, I want to take it away. You know, different things like that. Is something that Honey and I are coming together on an agreement on, especially as the older they get. I'm teaching them now that you can't just do what you want to do. You can't just say what you want to say. And granted, the kids definitely, the kids are kids, okay? The kids are going to be kids regardless, but the way I was taught, the way my kids are being taught, I'm just trying my best as a parent. And I know, like, I hear a lot of time, like, oh, you quiet like your dad, you quiet like your daddy, you know. Yeah, I'm quiet like my daddy, but the crazy thing is, like, all of a sudden, like, whenever I go out to places, I try to be an introvert, but no, I'm sorry, I try to be an extrovert. It don't be happening. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it don't. And then people be like, oh yeah, you can do this and you can do that. Yeah, no, I'm good. I could just sit back in the back. But yeah, it's crazy because, like, if it was like, it's crazy because if it was like Honey and I and the kids, I will be that extrovert to do things. Whenever it's my mom, me and the kids, I'm my dad. I'm the one who's gonna sit back and just be like, okay, y'all go ahead and do that. You know what I mean? Like, I'll agree with you. I'll do whatever I needed to do. But yeah, y'all, I've been ranting for y'all for a minute now. So I'm gonna go sit down. But right now, I'm actually about to go to the pool. I mean, not to the pool. Well, yes, I'm gonna take my children to the pool. But yes, that is it for this get ready with me. Well, I think y'all only seen a piece of it because I got in my feelings. That's why. It's memories feelings though. Emotionally attachment. That's what it is. Yeah, okay, yeah, bye.